Welcome back to yet another nightmare with more Fatal Frame 3. So, I wonder where we've ended up. Obviously another dark and creepy and depressing area. This is the area we ended the last Rei segment of these nightmares. Her last couple of nightmares she's played as Kei and Miku. It's been a few videos, so I don't remember what exactly we did last time we were in Rei proper nightmare mode. We're talking at least a week and a half since I played that segment. God damn it. Well, whatever. Those are points I won't be getting back. Let's move on. Hey, we've been here before. Those four ghosts are four ghosts that we're going to have to actually deal with throughout this video. That's the main point of this chapter, is to get through those four so that we can open that door.
Still not enough.
Ha! Got that one.
Please forgive me.
Nope. No forgiveness for you. I am not Jesus. I don't have to forgive you. Fuck you. I mean... God, I feel like a terrible person for saying that. Either way, we're not forgiving of anyone for anything. Because we're Rei, and Rei doesn't forgive shit. She dates a man and he cheats on her, she harpoons him. That's right. There's only one person in this world who's actually going to get that reference. And I'm not sure if she's going to watch this. God damn it, we have that stupid whistling ghost back from last video. Son of a bitch. I'm looking for a hidden ghost, which is the only reason I'm running around over here.
Please help me.
Dude, you're in a dream. There's no help for you. Don't know what to tell you, buddy. You're kinda fucked. Much like I would like Rei and Miku to be after I've had dealings with them. Oh, yeah. Being a perv again. I don't apologize. Well, hopefully this trek through this room won't be as painful as a few of our others have been. This ghost is only triggered if you take a certain picture of her. I couldn't find it. I assume if you take a picture of her, she'll be gone and not bother you whenever you run around through this area, but I couldn't find her, so let's go ahead. God damn it, game, why are you bothering me? I just want to pick up this hidden medicine, or herbal medicine, whatever. Give me. Well, crap. How did that not count, game? Oh god. Mistakes have been made. Mistakes have been made. Ghost. There he is. How did that not count? Okay, how did that not count? Run! Rei, run! And here I referenced a franchise that I promised during my God of War 1 playthrough would never be mentioned again. So this section of the commentary had to be cut. Whatever, let's go pick up this herbal medicine now. I'm pretty sure that's her name though. I refuse to watch any of those movies though. That girl I'm friends with who, if you've been watching this LP in its entirety, you've heard in one video. If you watched other of my videos, she's been in several of my videos. Has referenced that franchise so much that I remember in God of War 1, I determined I was not going to reference that franchise ever again. And yes, I went the wrong way. Deal with it. We're looking for a hidden ghost. There it is. You'll have to look for it a little bit. Obviously, I had a cut there, but I figured you'd rather me cut that rather than take the extra 20 seconds or whatever it took to actually find the stupid thing. I'm all about pleasing my viewers, especially sexually. Oh yeah! Mika Pervigan, and again, I do not apologize. And this stupid ghost is going to be playing that instrument again. I will find a way to get it to bugger off for a bit. You'll see that twice in this video, but this is not one of those times. Yep. It's going to be a bit repetitive. We have 2 more times we're going to be going through that room. Annoying, but what are you going to do? Complain and move on. That's my vote. For now, we're going to press on. We have those 4 ghosts to look for. That's our main focus for this chapter. And you're going to want to do everything in the order that I do everything in. If you don't, you're going to be wandering around confused. I'm not entirely sure how this all works out.
Get back! Stay away!
This is not actually a ghost we can take a picture of. That sounds pleasant, but as you can tell, we've got a bit of an inconvenience as we can no longer access this room for a majority of the section. That is showing a series of walkways that we will need to access throughout this chapter. Don't worry, we're covering that all this video. I thought I'd collected all the film reels up until this point, but I was wrong. I came in here, I was going to look at using the film projector. As I started to do that, if you remember that glitch, and it's really weird that that sound came up just as my other computer decided to go black screen on me. Kind of spooky. The ghost vanished again, just like I showed in the last video. I don't know if that's a glitch or what it is, but that's really bizarre. And you haven't noticed it yet, but if I decide to go silent at all during this video, I have had a lot of chest congestion and a sore throat, so I might be a bit quiet at some point once I don't have things to reference anymore. I believe I'm going to miss this next hidden ghost. Holy crap, I didn't. Sweet. I don't remember when exactly I played this section, but it was probably a week ago. I really can't remember. It might have been like Monday or Tuesday. It's probably Monday, and it's Saturday as I record this. Creepy whispering going on. I'm not bothering. I don't want any random encounters. One of the things I do like about this series is the random enemy encounters if you take too long digging around. Yeah, before that blood was only visible. Ah, crap. How did that not count? Through our viewfinder, now it's everywhere. Oh god, get away. Get away! Damn it, you jerk! You're not supposed to penetrate this fine-ass Asian body! Only I can penetrate her. Oh, wait. Damn it! I want to cry rape, but I feel like that would be an insult to any actual rape victims. Well, that's one down. And with each of these, we're going to get a bit of lore. Pause if you want to read it. You know, if I were smart, I would have got a glass of water before doing this video, which would have made a whole lot of sense. I've made 2 other attempts at doing commentary for this, and I've already made it further now than I did either of those other 2. So that's good. So I don't like redoing shit. Yeah, you might have seen me go back and save there. Obviously, I cut me going back and saving. This is one of those really weird situations where the game actually provides subtitles without you turning them on. Not sure what's up with that, but these ghostly whispers are very repetitive. When you're playing this section, if you don't know what you're doing, and I'm going to have a cut here. Maybe I already did, because there it is, and I missed it, but luckily, it was actually pretty forgiving. I was able to get it. This whispering gets really annoying. Pretty fast, actually. However, there's a thing that you can do to turn it off, which apparently is pretty essential. It goes along with needing to do everything we need to do in a particular order. I don't know exactly the consequences for not doing this properly, so I just decided to do this in the best way possible. So I'm not exactly sure what the consequences are. I would just say if you're following my LP, and I'm going to go back and save here, I would say go ahead and do this in the order I do everything in. And if you're using my videos for help, you have chosen poorly. There is a video series which is much better than mine. I'm going to link to the guy's Fatal Frame 4 playthrough in the description for the final video of this playthrough. That's the same Type 14 video film that we've seen. We just get a different camera angle this time around. Okay, I'm looking for a spot to take a picture of. Once we take this picture, this ghost is going to shut the fuck up, which is good. Apparently there's some consequences if you don't take that picture, so I would highly recommend you do it just to be on the safe side. I assume it's something we gotta do. And if nothing else, it shuts the whispering up, which is always a good thing. I'm not a big fan of this. I will explain why momentarily. Oh god. Not because I knew he got penetrated there by a ghost, which you already know is going to happen. Anybody who's complained about my use of cheats, that's why I do it. I'm bad at this game. I think I actually got a fail frame there, which is very nice. You'll see here in just a couple seconds why I don't like that ghost appearing there. You remember this area from very early on in the game.
Use me, my body, as a sacrifice.
You know, minus the sacrifice part, I wish more good-looking women would say that to me. Especially of the Asian variety. And of the underage. I mean, no! Damn it! Why would I make such horrible jokes? Oh god, avoid. My issue with that other ghost being where it was is they put that ghost like 2 seconds away from this ghost we have to fight in order to progress. I don't know why I didn't get credit for the double shot there, but whatever. We have not bested this foe yet. Which is unfortunate, because now he's penetrating Ray again. How did I not get credit for that shot there? Come on, game. God damn it. Well, shit. How did I not get credit for that? Oh, God, why? This game's a dick. That's all I'm gonna say. Either way, that's the second of these 4 dudes we gotta get a hold of in order to open the door. So we're going up here for a hidden ghost. Fortunately, I don't miss it, because I don't need to feel bad about myself again. We've already have enough of that this video. That save point is no longer accessible because apparently there's a ghost running around who's more trouble than she's worth to fight. So we're not going to deal with it. Herbal medicine, always nice. I'm definitely going to use that if I haven't already. I think I actually did there. Actually, I know I did because I took quite a bit of damage during some of those fights. There's a hidden ghost there you can miss. If you're better than me, maybe you got it. Yeah, you're going to want to climb up this ladder. Originally, I ran past it. I don't know if that's a hidden ghost you can catch or not, but ghost laughs. Kind of reminds me of that annoying dog for Duck Hunt. Ha, cunt. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore.
These people must be sacrificed.
Damn it, Fatal Frame, you're always about sacrifice. I'm more about love. Why? Why you gotta be about the murder and death? I'd much rather be showing these cute Asian women love and sexual bliss and whatnot. No, they're all about death and sacrifice and murder. I don't see any points, so I think we're out of luck on points on this ghost, but it does give us a trigger on where we gotta go next. Seems like an annoying side room to have to go into, but what are you gonna do? We do get our first bit of Type 90 film, which I've been cheating in, and we get our first... No, I believe this is our second power lens. Maybe third. I forget. For Ray, I'm not sure. I know we got the slow lens already. I just can't remember if we got another one in between the slow lens and this one. Now we have a pretty long trek back through places we've already been through. This game definitely loves its backtracking. Just go ahead and assume that if we're in fast forward mode, nothing interesting happens. Except there's that hidden ghost. So you'll probably want to get that for points. Or for your ghost list if you're one of those people going for that sort of thing. I'm not sure if it would be easier for me to just have a cut directly to where we're going, or if... Yeah, I went ahead and saved there. If it would be better for me to keep doing the fast forwards. I kind of like the fast forwards just because it still gives you that idea of what route I take to get somewhere. At the same time, it is still a lot of backtracking, even on higher speed, and a whole lot of time that I have to sit there and try to figure out how to fill the space with talking. Which is not something I do well, and I get lost in this room for some reason. All I want to do is get through the door. I guess I took too long walking through there because we actually triggered a random ghost encounter. Fortunately, I don't know if it's a glitch or not, but once we opened that door, it seemed to go away. I don't know how much ghosts follow you through different rooms in this game. I feel like in the first two, they actually did that. I hear that. I think she's called Woman Brushing. She's all whistling again. Kind of annoying. It's alright. I think this time I'm actually going to do something that'll shut her up. I think if you actually... Yeah, that'll actually get her to shut up just walking through there. You'll see me do that one other time. Kind of annoying. As many cuts in this room as I did because I did try to look for her, because I did want to actually fight her just so that I could get her to go away and I wouldn't have to deal with her later. Hey, so this section's going to be annoying. Have fun with that. If you remember those sections from Fatal Frame 1 where you're walking on those beams towards the end of the game, it's basically what we're doing here. We saw a brief clip of this area earlier in the video. I fast forward some of it, but I don't want to do it on our first run through here. Well, crap. You're a jerk. I don't really have anything better to say except you're a jerk. Oh. Wow. I actually got credit for that. I think that was even a Fatal Frame.
You can't run away. You can never run away.
I say that to my dates. I mean, I would never treat people badly. We've seen these stones already that we picked up. I don't know how we're picking up these stones from ghosts, but that's what we gotta do, I guess. Yeah, we just gotta move ever so slowly across these beams, which I see so easily. I actually really like that camera angle. I didn't realize we got that on this run through. We gotta run back here in a second, and I didn't fast forward that, and I would have had I known. But it's still a cool camera angle, so I actually don't mind leaving it in. So now we got another one of these puzzles to do. They're not too bad. I'm sure I've described them already. The number of lines on each of these stones indicate how many times you can move them. I didn't realize you could move them part way. And that makes total sense because now watching me do this, it actually shows it on the stone. That's cool. I didn't notice that until right now. So if you've got 3 blips on a stone, you can just move it once if you need to, and then move a few more, and then move it the other 2 times as you need to, which is pretty cool. I actually kind of like those puzzles. And after recording all my commentary for this video, I was really, really tired yesterday. So the rest of this... Nope. Crap. That startled me a little bit, actually. It shouldn't. Wasn't anything threatening, but wasn't expecting it. I'd gone enough through the editing process of my commentary that I didn't want to remove any of it that I'd edited, but I sounded so tired I just got to the point. I figured I might as well re-record the rest of this. Feel much more lively today. This is a cool camera angle anyways. It's just a really slow, methodical process we gotta go through. But eventually I will fast forward some of this coming up. There we go.
So there was another survivor.
I don't understand why these ghosts are so angry about people surviving. They're pricks. You might be able to tell by now if you've been reading the dialogue between Miku and Rei, or the files. She's back. There we go. How badass can you be if walking into a little corner makes her go away? Not badass at all. Don't mind me just struggling on trying to figure out how to get out of this room that I've been through 30 times. You can probably tell if you've been reading the files and everything that this story has a lot to do with survivor's guilt. Miku feels guilty because she survived, and we don't really completely know what happened to him. Except he stayed behind. Rei feels guilty.
Please, help me.
We've heard this audio clip already. How did that not count? This isn't going to be good. Well, at least I got the hit in, but damn. I want to make another joke about penetrating Rei, but I did some of that already. I'm going to try to not be as repetitive with my jokes, but I'm going to fail at it, I can already tell. I understand wanting to penetrate a hot Asian lady, but not in the way you're trying to do it. Yeah, I'm not growing as a person. Rei feels guilty because she survived. I think she actually caused that car accident too. And this is going to cause this door to now unlock. And her fiance at the time, Yu, didn't. Now we're getting another ghostly encounter.
In order to keep the rift from opening,
This is not gonna go well. I would say you're a jerk, but I would just be repeating myself. Man. That first chick we met, the one that disappeared from the hospital, she survived a plane crash and felt guilty about that. I'm not sure who Kay feels guilty about surviving while they die. I guess we'll find that out later. Miyu from Fatal Frame 2 should be really obvious if you've seen that LP. I get stuck in this room, I don't know why, and I'm just like, why do I always end up in here? Damn it! It's gonna happen again, too. I get turned around in this room a little bit. Yeah, there it goes again. Son of a bitch. I don't even think there's anything useful in here. In that little side room. Maybe there will be later, but I don't think I found anything of use so far. You can go get that Type 14 film. It's back there again. I didn't really care to go get it. As Miku and Kay, I'll definitely be doing that, but I've got all kinds of upgraded film as Rei, so I'm not bothering. Now we've got a hidden ghost to go get in the Himuro Mansion. It's still the Manor of Sleep, but the part inspired by the Himuro Mansion, tongue-tied, from Miku's Nightmare. I actually really like the background ambiance in this section. It's kind of cool. Definitely reminds me a bit of Silent Hill. I'm going to have a fast forward after we get done in this next room, and I'm actually going to leave this section unfast forwarded just because I like the ambience. It's nice to be playing a game with actual puzzles. You don't get that in modern games. Unless you play a puzzle game. Yeah, love that background ambience in that area. That's why I didn't really want to talk too much over it.
here you will stay.
Oh! God, you didn't even give me a chance! I am so glad these ghosts aren't insta-kill ghosts, because I would be screwed if they were. You know, I have already said it about many of your friends. Instead, I'm just gonna suck down an herbal medicine. Eventually. There we are. Now it's time to open up a camera of whoop-ass! Ha! Got the timing on that one. And we've now taken out all 4 of those ghosts that we needed to unlock that door. And here's another file that I'm sure says wonderful things that I really should read. More than likely, I'm just going to wait till that friend of mine watches this LP and have her tell me about it. So now we've got a long way to walk back to that door that we unlocked. Most of it will be fast forwarded except for the section here because I like the background ambience. Parts of that remind me of Silent Hill, and other parts remind me a little bit of a section in an X-Files episode. It's pretty cool. I always like dark, ambient background music. Fortunately, I don't think the trek was quite as far as I was thinking it was going to be. But it's still long enough. Especially since these characters don't exactly run at a fast pace. But it's just right over here. And yes, I am going to save my game before doing this because I didn't know what was coming.
It must not be opened. That priestess, the shrine must be sealed.
Well, at least they changed the video for that sequence. We got the same audio. I'm honestly getting tired of that cutscene. Like, we get it at this point. And you notice it's still nighttime. I don't know if it's still the same night or if it's the next night. We just slept through the day. And there's also a bit of a darker atmosphere besides it actually physically being darker. I'm sure this phone call is going to be nothing but nice things.
Yes, Kurosawa speaking. I should have died.
Okay. Not really sure what that was all about, but that's cool. This section is definitely giving me Silent Hill 4 memories. I know I've compared the two games a lot. Not really sure what was in here. I think this is just getting us a little bit of a clue that there's a hidden ghost there, which had I taken the picture right away, I could have got, but oh well. There's another one in here that I'm also going to miss. I don't think I've got any of the hidden ghosts in the apartment. That's alright. I don't need the points. Only got 3 characters' cameras to upgrade, but that's cool. We're going to develop the film. Fortunately, this is a shorter apartment segment, which I like. I don't mind doing these a little bit, especially when they're short like this, but some of them there was a little bit to do, and it got kind of annoying. And I'm sure we'll continue to do so. I know of a couple of things that are going to happen, but they're story related at least. So that's pretty much it. As much as I would like to spend more time with Rei in her fine-ass nightgown, or, well, more taking her out of that nightgown, that's pretty much going to be it for this video. Thank y'all very much for watching, and I will see y'all next time as we continue this lovely, lovely game.